Hi guys! No, that was cringy. Hi guys, the Yak is back, and today I'm doing something a little different. Well, I guess it's only different because it's not different, because recently I've been all over the map. Anyway, this video is actually in keeping with the music theme of my channel, unlike other videos. I'm doing a soundtrack review. Yes, I'm very excited. I hope I get to do a lot of these on this channel. I've always been in love with music soundtracks, whether they're video games or movies or TV shows. Yes, today I'm reviewing the soundtrack of a game Nintendo recently released, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Okay, I am a huge Legend of Zelda fan at the moment, and so I had to do a Legend of Zelda game to start the series off. Yes, I know I should have done Breath of the Wild first, but I like Age of Calamity better, so I'll do Breath of the Wild later. A little bit of a disclaimer. I haven't actually played the game because I despise playing hack and slash video games. So I watched my brother play the entire thing, and then I listened to the 6-hour soundtrack 3 times. So let's get into this. I will have the link in the description. I highly suggest you listen to it. The format of this is just going to be me listing a couple of the songs of interest. I'm just going to go through in chronological order, point out ones of interest, and give my 2 cents on them. I may or may not be dancing to some of these. I'm going to start right off with the main theme. Alright, let me say, I loved it. I loved it, I loved it, I loved it. I love hearing it every single time. It never gets boring. It's so much more high energy than Breath of the Wild, and I love that about it. It's just beautiful. It's amazing. I love how they kept the piano just like Breath of the Wild. And it just makes me want to smile and scream, yes! Every time I hear it. It makes me want to charge out onto Hyrule Field and challenge all the monsters to a death duel. Okay, sorry. Alright, the next one of notice was the Battle of Hyrule Field, which I'm playing all these songs in the background while I talk about them, by the way. The Battle of Hyrule Field, it's literally just Breath of the Wild's battle music remixed, and they did it wonderfully. I love the bells. It just gives it such a fresh new feel. Alright, the next one is the battle records. Okay, if you've ever played this game, you know it comes after every single level, and it doesn't get boring. Y'all, it does not get boring. I love this song every time I hear it. It's a perfect blend of, yes, we did it, and come on, let's do the next one. I love how they blended the King's theme in there. It gives me the chills. Alright, another one is one of the few valleys of this soundtrack. Imminent Threat. Okay. This is not my favorite. Gets very boring very quickly. Along with Desperate Situation. They replay these in every cutscene that features like a battle. Every single one. And you're just like, come on, have some kind of melody, please. Alright, the next one is Whimsical. I thought this was the Tiny Guardians theme when I was first playing the game. It turns out it's just played every time they're having some kind of fun. Every lighthearted moment, they just play this song, and it gets slightly boring, but it's nice and fun, and you probably didn't realize this. I didn't realize this. This song is Korok Forest from Breath of the Wild. Can you hear it? That is Korok Forest, my friends. Alright, now we're on to the champions, my friend. I'm sorry, I don't know where the Australian accent came from. First one up is Daruk, the Goron hero. Okay, This is one of my top 10 favorite ones. I just love what they did with this theme. The bass melody is just, oh, so addicting and so good. I could just listen to that part the entire time. The Breath of the Wild Daruk's theme was great. It was amazing. This just made it 10 times better. Right here. How is that not genius? I love how they just make a different vein of the theme for every one of the champions in this game. Dun 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 dun. That's obviously, well, it's not obviously, but yet that's Daruk's theme. It sounds like Daruk. It's inspired by Daruk's theme, but it's completely different, and I love it. Also, revali. You may not like the Birdman, who's also known as ravioli, but you've got to love his theme. In Breath of the Wild, yes, but this one too. They did such a great job with making, like I said, the new theme, the new vein of its theme. It's just amazing. Okay, urbosa. Compared to the other two, they could have done a lot better with this one, but it was definitely not awful. It wasn't bad. Yeah, urbosa's was just fine. Alright, you're probably wondering, you're wondering if you've actually played the game. Where is Mipha's theme? Well, as I was scrolling through all these wonderful notes that I took on all these wonderful themes, I suddenly realized I had forgotten Mipha. Did I listen to that one yet? Like, why didn't I take notes on it? I didn't remember listening to that one. I looked back at the list, and yes, I had. I had listened to it already, and literally remembered nothing about it. That should tell you something about this, yeah. It was okay. Of course, Mipha's theme is amazing, it's beautiful, it makes me cry almost every single time I hear it. Age of Calamity didn't do it any favors. They didn't add anything to it like they did with all the other themes. They just have the strings sawing away at this one note forever, and it was non-artistic and really was kind of boring. They didn't do anything new. Yeah, I was just a little bit disappointed in Mipha's theme. Alright, the next one is Meditative Training. I love the chords at the beginning of this one. Legend of Zelda minigame music is just the best. I love Legend of Zelda minigame music. It's so funny.
It's evil time.
Aster's theme is a work of art. I love it. It's so creepy, and it's just like that music that you play at 2 a.m. and you like freak yourself out of your skin. Oh my goodness, I love Aster's theme. It's just so beautiful. Anyway, I just love that. It's so delicate and menacing and creepy, and it's just perfect for Aster's character. And also the revamped theme that's all like da, da, da. Beautiful too. Just beautiful. When I was watching the cutscenes, I was so waiting for the part where Link would pull mastersword and all his awesome epic glory, and I was not disappointed, especially not in the music. Let's listen to The Knight Who Seals the Darkness. Alright, so right about here is where the cutscene of him pulling the sword ends, but the music keeps going right into the gameplay. I think that's amazing. And this piece, okay, this is the most I've ever heard of the Legend of Zelda main theme in Breath of the Wild Age of Calamity history. Nintendo does a very good job of keeping the main theme special just for little moments like this. Whenever they put the main theme in something, they're like, just gonna tease you, we're not gonna give you the whole thing. But this one, they did, and you're just like listening to it in disbelief. Like, they're giving us the entire main theme? They're not gonna like cut it off weirdly and go into something else? And so you're just so happy. Alright, who's ready for more minigame music? Wait. Is it even a minigame? Alright, who's ready for some more fun music? Romp Across the Battlefield is in a league of its own, okay? I love this song. It's so funny. Who knew music could be funny? But this song actually makes me physically laugh sometimes. Especially compared to like all the dramatic. Then you get this. Alright, anyway, go listen to the whole thing. There's like 4 parts, and this is my all-time favorite part of the song. How is this not amazing? I love this. Oh my goodness. It's just like, it finally calms down and it's like you're riding on a horse or something. It's called Romp Across the Battlefield. And then it's just got those ridiculous trumpets in the background. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking about Romp Across the Battlefield. Okay, Calamity, Ganon, Final Blow. I had to mention this one. It's just epic. Okay, I got chills watching this and listening to it without the sound effects for the first time. Okay, did you know that the pause... Here, I'll play it for you. Alright, so that pause is completely in time with the music. If you count it out... Here, I'm gonna do it because it's just cool. It's seamless. It goes right through. And I feel like that gives a sense of like security and haha, we won to this cutscene. It's just like, we're the powerful ones now, I guess. And okay, the next one. Overlooking Hyrule after the Calamity title screen. Those ethereal strings in the background just make it unreal. After you've gone through all of this with the characters and you come back to the title screen and it's just like... And you're just like... That's how I was like. Just a side note on this whole thing, I love how every time you come back to the title screen or the map of Hyrule, depending on where you are in the game, it changes. Before the Calamity, it's something different. After the Calamity, it's much more serious. And then after you defeat the Calamity, it's just like... Alright, so here's some pros and cons to wrap it up. Pros. Huge symphony sound, which I love, which Breath of the Wild was missing. And sometimes I couldn't tell if it was computer generated or not. Another one is the creative changes they made to the different themes. Another is the emotional range that they have with this soundtrack. Alright, some cons. These are pretty picky. Cons, not a live orchestra. Okay, I get it. It was 6 hours, but still. You're Nintendo. Can't you do anything? Another lack of creative changes. There wasn't a lot of this, but like I said, Mipha's theme and a little bit of Urbosa's theme, they could have done better. And this is a huge one. Repeating the same music in a billion cutscenes. This was mainly just for me watching the cutscenes. They just repeated the music over and over again. Like, what I mean is, anytime there was a monster, they would play the monster. They would play the imminent threat music. And it's just the strings going da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's just boring. Another thing. Every time there was something that lighthearted that happened, the Whimsical theme played. I'd really like it if it was something whimsical connected to Terrico, that they would play Terrico's theme, but if it was something whimsical different, they would play the Whimsical theme. I don't know. Just stop playing the same music. The link to the entire soundtrack is down below. Listen to all glorious 8 hours and 40 minutes of this soundtrack. Just do it while you're doing your homework or eating breakfast or something. It gives you power. Or you could just listen to the ones I mentioned. Those are also down in the description. And to wrap this up, I will give this score a whopping 9 out of 10 for the pros and cons previously listed. I absolutely love this game. I love the story. I love the music. I love the everything. But again, the cons were just enough to knock 10% off the score, but that's not a lot. Listen to it. Just go down there and click the little link and listen to the music. Click the link. Anyway, see you guys. Bye.